Traores and these other establishments, and look at who the managers are. They don't look like us. We have the low-paying jobs. So that's why I am here to support this brother, Ibrahim from Burkina Faso, because he's showing me how brilliant we really are. We are a brilliant people. They've just done everything in their power to deceive us, to make us believe that we are inferior, that we can't do, that we're lazy, that we're good for nothing. Now, I know those are lies, because in reality, as I said, I'm from the United States. We helped build that country. Now, a lot of the things that we invented, they took the patents and made the money. And then they told us lies. Oh, you're lazy, you're good for nothing. Y'all on welfare. They told us, they kicked our men out of our families so that they could not be the role models that we deserve, that we needed in our homes. They took the jobs away from our black men. So in order to survive, they went out there selling drugs or whatever they could to make ends meet. And then they put all kind of weapons and drugs into our neighborhoods to turn them into criminal arenas. They taught us that we're good for nothing, you're ugly. They told us all kind of lies. So we started killing each other. Then they put these hip-hop artists on the little screen that we love so much. And our men and women started emulating them, walking around with their drawers showing. You see? So how are we ever expected to be able to be role models? How are we going to be role models to the next generation when we're not even showing our young people how to have respect for themselves? We are here to support the brother in Burkina Faso, Ibrahim, because he's showing us what we are capable of doing. You know, the goal that most of us don't even know the value of. He said, look, no one is coming into my country and they're going to exploit our gold mines. We're going to learn how to make our own gold bars. And that's what they're doing. And that's why they want to get rid of the brother. Because what's happening, he's showing how brilliant we really are, and they need us. We don't need them, they need us. They need what's in Africa. And that's why they want to try to get rid of him. Because they want that gold. Let me tell you, it's about to get cold in Europe. Did you just see that they had a blackout? Spain, Portugal, and parts of France had a major blackout. Everything went dark. To me, that was just a token of what is about to happen. Now let me tell you, they need those resources in Africa in order to keep that energy going, to heat those homes, to put air conditioning in their homes, to put lights in their homes, to keep the telecommunications going. They need all of those resources. And the fact that they can't get it is making them desperate. And that's why they want to kill him. And trust me, they're not going to stop at him. They're also going to go after the leaders in Mali and Niger also, because they kicked the French out too. And you know what happened? Now, I really feel so proud about those three countries. And they're landlocked. They're not even by the ocean. They're inward of Africa. But they came together and said, we're going to support each other. Now, Niger was the first one to kick the French out. And ECOWAS, which is the African leaders of West Africa, decided that they were going to sanction and go to war with Niger for kicking out the French. I mean, really, you see how brainwashed we really are? Now, these are your African brothers and sisters, and your brother decides that, look, we're getting rid of France because we want to keep these raw materials for our people. And you're going to go against them and want to cause war? But what was so wonderful, Mali and Burkina Faso say, if you go to war with Niger, you have to go to war against us too. And they backed off. Backed off. So they say, you know what we're going to do? We're going to impose sanctions on all three of these countries. How dare you? Because you see, those African leaders, they're filthy rich because the West keeps their pockets full while they continue to exploit and rape the country of its natural resources. And these African leaders, they love those huge houses and the beautiful vehicles. And the African leaders, some of them have 4 or 5 wives. And they live in just luxury, where their children can't even go to school, don't even have food to eat. And these are the same African leaders, West African leaders in ECOWAS, who decided that they were going to impose sanctions on those 3 countries that kicked the French out. And they said, you know what? Okay, take your best shot. And they went to work. And they started developing their own resources. And then they united with other countries like Morocco. Morocco was so impressed with what those 3 countries were doing that they said, you know what? We right here on the ocean. So you can use Morocco to transport whatever you want. You don't need those West African countries. You can use our port so that you can trade. I tell you, 3 countries We're able to show the world what could happen even if you try to do the worst to them. Now, when I look at all of the things that, look, now they got free education, free health care, and the material, oh my God, the material, they're now doing their own cloth. They say we don't even want to dress like the West. We're going to dress the way we're supposed to culturally. And we're going to make our own cloth. Imagine that. These three leaders are role models for us. And what I believe we need to do, we have to stop being afraid. I think for some reason, we have become passive. We don't want to stand up. We don't want to stand together. We have got this mindset, if you have a little more than what I have, I'm going to be envious of you. Instead of saying, good for you. The same way you can do it, I can do it too. So we have to come together, and maybe what's happening now in Africa will help us to come together here in St. Kitts and Nevis. This is a beautiful country, people. As I said, I'm from Washington, D.C. And I did not even know really how you could grow your own food. I was used to going to a store to buy most of the stuff that we purchased. I got here and I could go to a tree and get food. Then I learned that we have fertile soil, that we can grow. I'm a farmer, and I've heard farmers coming from all over the Caribbean and in South America, and they all say the same thing. They say, y'all have the best fertile land. We wish we had land like you all here in St. Kitts. And I'm like, is that true? You mean people from Trinidad, people from St. Lucia, from St. Vincent, they come here, they got hills. They got, we talk about our little centipedes. They got centipedes and snakes and all kind of stuff that they have to deal with in order to grow food. We have monkeys. And why is that? Why do monkeys have more privilege than we do? You got to think about it. The same way we're just talking about how the West was able to exploit and oppress African countries, there's something exploiting us, because there's no reason why we have all these monkeys. God gave us dominion over animals. So something has to be wrong when we can't grow our own food because of monkeys. You got to think for a moment and say, something is wrong with this picture, because we need food. And 85% of the food that we consume are coming from America. And now they're producing food in laboratories. And unknown to a whole lot of people, some of the ingredients are insects. We're eating roaches. I'm telling you. And here we live in a country with fertile land. And we're reduced to eating food made from insects. Those chips, those Doritos, the fiery hot ones, they're made with insects. I mean, these are things that we're giving our children to eat, as opposed to being able to make sure we have an industry where we're making our own chips. And we're talking about things that are not hard to make. But something is keeping us from doing it. And what we need to think about is, who is it? And what can we do to change this situation? Because if we don't start thinking soon, I'm telling you, look around. Just look around. Look at all of the buildings that are being built, and a lot of them are empty, but they're on prime land, they're blocking our views, and they're not owned by us. How many hotels here are owned by us? How many major supermarkets are owned by us? How many value-add products like Burkina's doing with their tomatoes, how many of those are being produced here by us? Now,
Greetings, brothers and sisters. You know, we welcome everyone that come out to support Brother Ibrahim Traore and the Sahel states in West Africa. Brothers and sisters, we are at a critical moment in our development, and we have to show our solidarity with Brother Ibrahim Traore in particular, because he's leading the way. He's leading the way to show our people what it takes to be a sovereign state. These imperialist forces and fascist forces have been exploiting us for centuries. We are saying now, we are at a critical juncture and a historical moment that these things have to stop, you know? And these imperialists want to put us back on the plantation. I don't know if you ever heard about Eric Prince. These imperialists is telling you that they want to put us back on the plantation. But let me give you some information. What is happening here today is happening globally wherever African people is. Throughout the whole globe, African people are standing up for total liberation and sovereignty of our people.
yes.
Now, this is April 30th, 2025. My comrade from New York, he sent me this flyer here this morning. There's a demonstration taking place right now at the French consulate in New York City, right? France and USA hands off President Ibrahim Traore, hands off Burkina Faso, hands off Africa. You understand? And we are saying here in Lyamiga and Oli, St.Kitts and Nevis, we are showing solidarity with our brothers and sisters here in Burkina Faso. You understand? So we are saying here now that the movement for national unity, because what we need here in St. Kitts is national unity. We need a national consciousness. You understand? Our people have to stand on principle. You understand? These colonials want to put us back on the plantation. So we just want our people to know that what is happening here today, I have to take the responsibility to organize this rally because it's global. And St.Kitts can't be left out, St.Kitts and Nevis can't be left out of what is happening globally with our people. You understand? And anybody in the audience who wants to say anything, you're welcome. You understand? Because we are saying that we have to force a national unity and a national consciousness amongst our people. This pot Kelly calling the kettle black politics is over with. Them things are done with. Because when we continue that, we're just creating more divisions among ourselves. The Palm and Labor thing is bankrupt. That got to go. Because what I'm saying, when you go to the supermarket, the inflation is hitting all of us. Every time you go to the supermarket, price is rising. So when you want to tell me just affecting Palm people and just affecting Labor people, it's all of us. So when we are saying we're calling for national unity, and this being the 191st anniversary of our emancipation from since 1834, we are saying we have to speak with one voice, and that is the voice of African liberation. It's as simple as that. So I'm saying to anybody in the audience who want to come up and say something, come forward, my brother. You know, it's not for all, just come over the fence. You know, so I just want to let that historical groundwork to let our people in the Federation know what is happening. This is happening globally wherever African people are. Because the Pan-African revolution is under threat by Mr. Trump and all the European forces then. You understand? So we have to stand up and show solidarity with our African brothers and sisters there on the continent. In particular, Brother Ibrahim Traore. Give thanks. Go ahead, my brother.
Yes, good afternoon to everybody. Feel good to see you. Make some noise, man. Make some noise for Africa. Make some noise for Africa. It's a good day. It's a really good day. I mean, I've been through with this thing for weeks, months, and today is a good day. It shows the Western world and all them kind of mix up with you stars saying that we could come together. Look at it. London to the back. Any part of the world today is protesting against all this colonial wickedness for years. Wickedness. You understand? The most criminal doing the most criminal work, and the man them who try just to live getting perished with. You understand? Watch you. Great leaders rise all the time. Great leaders rise. And as they try to do something positive towards black people, what happened? They try their best to get rid of them. You know why? Because they want to keep us in bondage. They want to keep us down. And they use the politics and the politicians to help them. And we should stand against that. It's about time we divide this thing with Labour and PAM. It's that when they use it against us to keep us in this kind of thing. Look at this. What we're going on right now. Look around the world. You mean, if you're the black man and you're watching TV and you're in tune, you're supposed to have some kind of burning you. You're supposed to have some kind of burning you. If you ain't got burning you, something wrong. Something got to be wrong with you. Today is the day to be proud. And more proud. Black people, it's our time now. We may not live to see it, but I live to pray in the way that my children and your grandchildren could benefit from the king. Make some noise for the black people, man. Make some noise for black people. Around with our this is a celebration. This ain't not just come look news. And this ain't a news corner. This is a big thing. This is a big thing. I take this thing personally. Because a lot of people see me, you see myself, my article. I ain't told college, you can tell it a long time. Watch you, we run on the world today. You see college, let's do something. I like. College is in my area, I don't got some organized. I said, when? Tell me when. I watch you ready. But we go quick, Gado. I'm glad to see this. People, we're looking for leadership. Real leadership. Not nobody using us to empower the Western world.
Real leader.
Look around. Look around. The man who worked the hardest.
Yes, I. Yes, I.
How could that be fair? How could that be fair? And these politicians and other people helping them doing it to us. They helping us do it. I watch it. Right now it's all on. I mean, today is a good day for me. Tomorrow, the 1st of May. Tomorrow is the 1st of May, and that's my birthday. And this is the best day. Yes, I celebrate it from now. Because my people, finally, I could say, I see a fire. I see a fire. I see from east, west, north, south. I see a fire. I see a real fire.
Yes.
Hey people, what we doing? What we doing? What are we doing? Let's keep this fire burning. Let's see, I tell you something. A lot of people don't understand me. And I tell everybody, yes, there's a music man and a DJ. But my job ain't just to play music. My job is to preach another generation about music. And after them just play music, I teach the generation about music. That is why you see so much conscious music and they don't come from me. I just don't play music because I want to send a message to my people.
Yes, I.
A message to my people is important. Don't let this opportunity pass us. Let's stand with Africa because we are Africans. The first island in the Caribbean to break slaves, it was here.
Yes, I.
They sell us over there. You know what the Catholics say? We are not people, we are property. It's property that labors as property. They put us human. And they still think so. That is why they want to kill him. They still think we should have nothing. We should always be the one that they could reach from, but they ain't got to give us nothing. And that is why I'm fed up of it. And I want you to stand with Africa. Let's stand with Africa in ways we never did. Let's come together weekly and we protest against this evil injustice against black people. Brother, it's not for myself, but Kalaji, I'm going to come back on. I pull up for you. I pull up. Yes,
Yes, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We gave him glory. Yes, Rasta.
Yeah,
Yeah, we give him the name of the Most High. Most people think that this thing is some joke, you know, my virgin. It's not a joking thing, you know. I man work hard. And the federation, you build up SKB, and airport, all kind of thing, and they look at you and they nothing. Yeah, nothing. I'm a big operator, truck driver, builder, farmer. Say it again, say everything and stuff. And they just look at all like we ain't nobody. They rob us, show them all like we are shit. But me I tell you, who God bless no one curse.
Ibrahim Traore.
You cannot be wrong. And try to be right. Yeah, Abraham Traore is a blessed man. He's studying this thing ever since they are youth. You hear my lad?
Yes.
To what them doing, brethren, chop him to pieces. The man they've been studying our country which we don't want nothing. Look at our massive here. They've been selling human beings ever since. Check all the bars. Check everything when you walk and jump every December. Eh? I and I black people and used to be there to build up saying this. All now we are building. Huh? The same French people. They do all with somebody that England go come and take it from them. And even push the flag over them. See it over here, the square. The X and the T represent England. Huh? Long time ago, Canada deal with our, America. I get licks from Canada. Huh? England not even deal with America. Now America black. With Emmanuel, wicked France, to kill off I and I black brother. Them can't do that, man. It been too long. How long we gonna be starving and begging, robbing out and digging out everything? And yet you not got water, you not got road to drive, then you not got hospital. So now the man do the right thing, but the blood clot wrong with these people. Huh? Enough man. I mean, no, say any boy put them on Abraham Traore. I don't get me was the fire go be.
Where's Sarah?
Hotter! Black man, I'm going to the mic to whoever want the mic now. Come for the mic.
Me don't talk, me not talk no more now.
Black man army, yes, respect, brother.
Fear fi talk, all of stand up like I have fear fi talk.
Oh, brother.
Are you African and I wake up, I have sleep, wake up my lad. One energy, wake up. One energy.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, my people, it's time to stop strangling each other and burying each other before we even say that. You're gonna give it take before honor. You see? I come here, you know, cause well, just this week I could say somewhere around so man in a browse through the internet and YouTube and these things, and I put up on this program saying this man united Africa, and I get chills all from my head. My partner here there. Stand up. And so I say, wait, something I go on there, I feel good. I get to see more about this. And when I understand the man really running them risco crack out of the place, we not take no more. And I want my people up here in little St.Kitts, like Amiga, to wake up and burn out the colonialism in them. Bring back your conscious awakening. Let us live together. If somebody do something wrong and you feel somebody wrong, forgive them, man. And then we come together and build our unity. We don't want to hear no more of politician and politics business. I want to hear about black man redemption.
African unity.
After fire red.
African unity.
Yes, I feel good. We
behind the black man, see?
Yes, sir. Rally round.
All behind the black man.
We got the cure for AIDS. We got cure for syphilis, gonorrhea. And I'm still taking our money. We're going to give the doctor, we're going to give you something else. We're going to walk in that space if we move somewhere else. You know, I studied in bush all my life. And I can tell you, I have cured many people, but I can't come out in the opening yet until we get this legacy in full bloom. Anyway, greetings, Amanda!
Amanda!
Out the fire!
Yeah, I was thinking now. Yes, greetings, people. Welcome to this rally again.
Yes. Basically what I want to speak about is blackness. And blackness I stand for. That's what I and I stand for. And it is the foundation of the black woman. Understand? Listen to this young man who was speaking earlier as this elder was speaking. And this is speaking the foundation of all creation.
Mama Africa.
All creation. I don't care how much you think you got seed in you as a man. You have no seed in you. Let me tell you something. You have no seed in you. Let me tell you that again. The woman, that black woman, which is the original, from creation, original. Okay? That's the first plant that was upon this earth. The first of everything ever been upon this earth is the black woman. So who is you to disrespect the elder woman? Let me tell you something. I see many of us been brainwashed to believe that we have seed as males. That's not true. That come from the racist Aristotle. That's who implant that foolishness in us to make us believe that the male have the seed. Let me tell you something. Male never and will never have a seed. Let me tell you something again. Male never did and male will never have a seed. Listen, you know better than that. Any woman that within her and basically have the seed already in her, she already got the seed in her. It's not something that the moment a woman have ovulation and this so-called egg you call supposed to be the seed, move from there, go all the way through the fallopian tube and go down in the uterus. Okay? The only thing, let me say something, the only thing the male produce is just the sperm cells, which is just the DNA sample, which will be the outside protection of the woman's seed, covering it up. That's what it is. This is why the male all time, the baby all time, majority of the time, look like the male on the outside. Because the outside protection it is. Just like you're supposed to be to the outside protecting the woman.
Mama Africa.
You cannot disrespect the black woman because she's the foundation.
Rastafari.
She is the foundation. She created the sun, she created the moon, she created everything that you see today.
Menenai.
Okay? I see that.
Menenai.
Don't fool yourself. Go and look. Go and look and see and pay attention. Everything starts from blackness. Remember this. Everything starts from blackness and everything today is in blackness. I don't care what they say and how they say it. Guess what? The first light was blackness. And that is the true light. I said that to say this. We as a people must stand with Ibrahim Traore.
Yes, brother.
And we as a people, especially Kittians who think they're from St.Kitts and they're born in St.Kitts.
Tell them, my lad.
Guess what? You are lost.
Tell them, my lad.
You are lost. You are so lost and blinded by the system that is put forth in this country. And these politicians, these politicians, sell out the beat. Do not be fooled by them.
Puppet leader.
Do not be fooled by them. Listen, Tukman and Sam, none of them. Don't be fooled by them. All I'm saying to you, remember this. Stand for blackness. Because everything starts from blackness. I don't care what they say and how they say it. The first light was blackness. Let me share something with you so you comprehend what I'm saying to you. When you comprehend that the first light, it was blackness. Listen, in the beginning was the light, it was blackness. Because the Creator Himself, as it hovered over the waters, it saw the reflection of itself, which was blackness. That's what it was. Blackness it was, and that was the true light. Okay? That was the true light. Blackness was the true light. And out of that blackness, because of wholeness, because that's what it is, wholeness it is. You see, when the scientists talk about black matter, it's not the black matter, you're minimizing blackness. Black matter is about minimizing blackness. Blackness is eternity. You are in eternity. You can't get out of blackness, brother man. Stop being fooled by these people. The true light is blackness. And guess what? The first light that light up the world of creation, which is the Creator, which is blackness, was the black woman. Because of energy, that's what it was. That was the first light. So to listen to this young man come and disrespect the elder, right there, the elder woman, and talking about she's not supposed to be talking. Do you understand what you're saying? The first teacher was the black woman. The first teacher was the black woman.
Yeah.
So how do you come say she can't touch the mic? What kind of talk you talking?
Ignorant for them already.
What kind of talk you talking? She can't touch the mic and she teach first?
Check Namibia. You see what I go on.
And she teach first. Without her, guess what, you wouldn't be here. Listen, let me share something to you. She chose to birth you. This is where party justice come from. And she, upon herself, everything is in her. It's after she chose to birth you. Remember, the creator, the only one, it's her, and she chose to create man, She created man, she created male, and she did that, And she did that, And she was the one that they're trying to emulate and say, oh, the blood and water come out. And she laid down her life upon for you. And she did that. But like I say, remember this. Everything starts with blackness. And we must stand with Ibrahim Traore. And stop disrespecting the black woman. Because she is the foundation. And without her, guess what? We'll be nothing. So, let's stand. Blackness. All the way.
For the brother, okay?
Yes, man.
Do you remember in the revolution? No more democracy. We in a revolution. Take it serious. Democracy is corruption. And we know that. We see it. That's why we don't register. It's corruption. We must write it out. Imagine once the people could travel to your country. Visa free. You don't have to go to their country. You have to visa. We see it in our country. People are not free. You pay and you pay tax. you can't get away.
Come on, baby.
You're a non-productive nation and you're commercial on the radio says. The United Nations say we are a non-producing nation and they have to tell it every day. How can you tell them not productive? Because you're not producing. We started with Traore. The black man army is coming because we need it. How can you jump arms on us so we can't jump arms on you when you do evil? We have to go full force, people. Ibrahim Traore is the way. Sorry, I have more people here, but we're glad for the gathering to come around. We're glad for the gathering to come around. Ibrahim Traore is the way. The youth of this Caribbean has no future. The youth of this Caribbean has no future. We develop nothing. I listened to a guy from South Africa and he asked one question. Ask the Prime Minister where they get their work from because they develop nothing. They develop nothing and they're billionaires. He called to some other people who do Microsoft and all this. He said, yeah, you can see them, they make money. But as a representative of the people, how you become a billionaire? Tell us.
New World Order.
No one can answer that. No
New
one can
World
answer
Order.
that.
New World
But it
Order.
happens in the Caribbean,
New
it
World
happens in
Order.
Africa, and it happens right here in our little federation.
Highly high.
You understand? I've seen development. I've seen Port Zanto develop, and all the people get to see. I mean, the market. We never see no one day shopping. It's a disgrace. You see those things developing before your eyes. Today, they're telling you, if you have a business at the beach, you must clear out. Someone else is coming to take that position from the local man. The main industry is tourism. And look what happened. This man gets squeezed out of tourism. The only thing they say we have. It's a disgrace, but that's what we have. Youth has no future, my friend. Focus. Ibrahim Traore is the way. Africa unite. Africa unite. That people come together. They tell us we can't spend money. We have a development bank. But a young man can't get $1 billion to develop himself. What kind of bank that can be? How can you develop the people without resources? They can't pay rent because they didn't get a loan so they could do business. How can we go like that? The future of the children is nowhere. You can't see it. You can't see it. My children has no future in St.Kitts. Africa we must look at. We have gold and diamond, coltan, everything else to make us strive. We stay in the Caribbean with tourism. That's what they give us. We have to give thanks to because that's how we survive it now. But we have to look for our alternative. There's universities in Africa. There's opportunity to get a Kino passport if you want to. Move forward, my people. It's a serious time. The children is at stake. You have to tell each other the truth, my mom says so. Tell them the truth. I was once told by my mom, she grew up on an estate, and on the estate the land was around them as farmland. One day they were told that they have to move. And when they look, this is 5 European houses went up. They put us further down in the estate. Give us 2,000 square foot of land to grow nothing. The people from Magnite, you see them today. They was all in Buckley's, in all of these, and just today you see. They had to leave Magnite and go back to the mountain to farm. They were living in the mountain. You take them out and the land is not for you. Now my people, it's coming back again. The beach is not for us. Let's ask the government if the beach is sold. How can you sell the beach? How can you tell a local man to give up the beach? That he's doing business legit in the same tourism that they give us. We must not have nothing. Absolutely nothing. Thank you, my brethren. Everyone told you the way to go. We must survive. We must fight. Africa Army.